Hello and welcome to A Deeper Dive with Dara. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Dara Kam, senior writer at the News Service of Florida. I'm based in Tallahassee, and I've been covering politics and state government for more than 20 years. I even covered the 2000 recount. I've been around that long. In this podcast, we'll be taking a deep dive into my Rolodex to talk with some of the state's thought leaders, movers and shakers, and together we'll take a deep dive into the hot topic of the day, the most interesting things going on in the political stratosphere, and whatever takes our fancy. A Deeper Dive with Dara wouldn't be possible without the magic touch of producer Ryan Daly. He's our star reporter at the News Service of Florida.
Thanks, Dara. Yeah, wanted to give a quick word to the listeners. This is a podcast by City and State Florida, our new sister publication here at the News Service of Florida. And of course, it is based around our host, Dara Kam, and her encyclopedic knowledge of Florida politics, Tallahassee politics, and all the insiders who make it move. So, I mean, Dara, what are some of the things?
Oh, stop. Stop.
I had to do it. What are some of the things that you've covered over these last 20 years, some of the areas of coverage? And I know this is going to be a show that dives into any and everything, but what have been some of your areas of expertise? Tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. Well, I've written about guns. I've written about medical marijuana. I've written about the death penalty. I've actually witnessed 2 executions. I've written about gubernatorial elections, U.S. Senate elections. I've written about the state legislature. And there's pretty much hardly anything that's out there that I haven't written about over the years. My areas now, I do specialize, I call it the vice beat, in gambling and pot. People don't like you to call it pot, they like you to call it cannabis. So cannabis and gambling, and also prisons. So yeah, the vice beat, that's me. I'm your gal.
So some of the hottest topics in Florida in these last 2 decades, and certainly going forward, it sounds like you've been all over them. And you talked about that Rolodex. I mean, I'd imagine doing it for this long and talking with as many insiders as you have, you must know a couple people.
I know a few. I'm gonna be shy about that because we want to keep it real. We want to surprise folks. So we will have some of the state's, like I said, thought leaders. We're gonna have some very important people on our show. And you know what, Ryan?
What's that?
If they're on our show, that makes them very important people.
That's right. And you heard it here first. You can take that to the bank. A Deeper Dive with Dara will launch in August and will be available wherever you get your podcasts. So stay tuned.